Okay, we're gonna intro. Okay, hold on. That's a Rock Nation joint. It's a Rock Nation joint. You know, I had to get that to you. Okay, so what do I think? Okay, this is a Rock Nation episode, family episode only. We're speaking strictly on family. We're speaking strictly on fam. Okay, so this a Rock Nation joint. This a family episode. We speaking strictly on family. My mother's side, my father's side, my grandmother's side, and my side. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. What do I what do I think of the crime world? Obviously being from the Taylor family, Afro beats and hot takes. Okay. So I got this record coming out. It's called Anne Frank. It's called Anne Frank. It's a Lucy joint. But that's just it's gonna be on all streaming platforms, but that's just for like it's just like a joint to open the door. Like it's called Anne Frank is a joint to open the door to make sure Spotify, OVO Drizzy, Frozen Moments Drizzy, you were in the hot seat. But then make sure Spotify, because it's Spotify bag come in, the Apple bag come in, the Amazon bag come in on the music side. Not the podcast side, on the music side to make sure everything come in. But yeah, so it's called Anne Frank. They always be like, yo, man, your snippet sounds so far, man. You could just put out the snippet. Just put out the snippet. All right, why are you spending 2 hours producing the track? Why are you spending $100, $200 producing the track? Sound good to like this snippet. Just put the snippet out on all platforms. Okay, we'll do this for Anne Frank, but moving forward, just to make sure all the bags come through right. But moving forward, we're not gonna just be putting out snippets on streaming platforms. This is not cool. Okay, so what do I so moving forward, like how we set up in Southwest. Well, every family member for the most part gets a turn with, I don't want to say dictating Southwest, but how Southwest is set up. Like, so like people always be talking in Southwest shit. I have never been just the head of Southwest. I've always been like the vice. Sometimes my mother does it. Sometimes my big brother does it. Sometimes one of my cousins do it. But I'm like the vice. I'm like the secretary or whatever. Like it's never they switch. It's periodically every 2-3 years they switch. Yeah. So all right. So but let's get into what I'm known for, obviously. So we're gonna do the crime world. Then we're gonna do Afro beats. Then we're gonna do hot takes. Okay. So we got the Anne Frank record. This is a joint for the Anne Frank record, whole family episode. So how do I look at counterfeiting? And I would say, what was that? 2022. The head of my family had it. I think it was 2022. Old man Taylor had it. So I think it was that year. He's like, let me see what this money shit about. So he's like, so it's like pick a side when, not like when it's red, but when. I would say it's a Sicilian thing. It's like a 50-year-old Sicilian thing. You got to think of the digital era, like things being digital, like how we're doing a podcast, a phone call. Okay, so you got to think of the digital era, like how things are digitally, everything's digital. They got drones, they got fighter jets, FaceTime, all that, UV lights, everything, all that cool shit, music videos, all that cool shit. But before the digital era, everything was printing, everything was paper. So like a forger, I just want to know how you do it. So like a forger would like, I don't know, like forge like the documents for the county to create a law. You would forge. I'm trying to think what they would forge. Banks own houses. You would forge money. You would forge the deed to the house. You would forge arrest warrants. You would forge. I'm trying to think what else you could forge. The lease to a car. There was no technology. Everything was printing or made by somebody who was printing or made somebody by a counterfeiter or a forger. So yeah, I look at all the old documents. I can see forgery on all of them. All 20, and like the Andrew Jackson bills, all $20 bills are fake. All of them, even the ones you get out the bank, they're all fake. Um, so like this, so like that, so like it's like a 1950s Sicilian thing. I can see the type, like the type of person, like just a menace, like just like a cold menace. Now going over to the digital era, now not going into the digital era, that's where it's like half digital, half like physical. You can't really do that. I'm just saying when. That's why I don't do it now. I'm more like in a I'm more to like in the like I would say, what am I into? I'm more into like I'm more into music and shit like that. Music and shit like that. And this is for my father's side of the family, or the boys in my family. Which year? I think 2021. Not at all. Um, not at all. But yeah. So what am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Yo, what else? What else? What else would you forge? The most wanted list. That's all forged. If they say somebody's an informant and you need paperwork, I'll just forge the paperwork. You can't even say somebody's an informant without a forger. Like there was no telephones, no technology, no UV lights, no drones, nothing. Everything was printed. Everything went through forgery and counterfeiting. Not even the bills, every $20 bill is fake, all of it. So that's just that type of person. It's like a 40-year-old, 40 Sicilian thing in the U.S. That's for my father. Um, yeah, so obviously we're fair. I would think like 2009 to 2013, there was also a hit on forgery, their families, their assets, because everything is going digital. We don't need them anymore. We don't need them anymore. So there's a hit. You just go at it. You go at the forgers. Yeah, so I guess you can see the remnants of it. You can see the remnants of it. Okay, so that's my fault. Again, this Anne Frank thing is serious. Not to accuse anybody of taking advantage of musical talent, because I do everything for the love of the art, but this Anne Frank thing is the only snippet that I'm gonna put out just everywhere as a record to make sure the Spotify bags, Apple Music bags, SoundCloud bags, everything just clears out how it's supposed to. Yeah. So what else? Now going into my grandma, now going into my mother. Okay, so I would say everybody likes Take Care. Like Take Care, a lot of people like Take Care, and the title track is a track called Take Care with Drake and Rihanna, and the album is called Take Care. So this was like post Beatles catalog, Michael Jackson whole thing. Like this is post that era, and this was kind of like when like I don't want to just say the Taylor family, but people looked at her like, yeah, she's claiming him, like for sure, she's claiming him for sure. So, and there's nothing how I look at it, nothing wrong. It's just like the album is called Take Care, and people be calling me that, like they be like, yo, that's Take, yo, that's Care, yo, that's Take Care, yo, that's Culture. Like they be saying that. I swear to God, they be saying that. Like they be laughing, like cracking the fuck up. And then like going on to like nothing was the same. It's more like into like who my youngin' dating and another thing for me. Yeah, so those are all the signs like abrupt body changes. These are the things my grandmama and them be coming in. Like my mama and them, they be like they just be cooling. Like my grandmama and them, they says like I ain't, but love, blessings, prosperity, and everything. Hope to see you. And people in the UK take that very serious. It could be the 30th cousin of a queen, the 12th descendant of a queen. King George the Fourth, Fifth, Sixth was somebody who could have been a powerful person in Parliament, taken advantage of before they could reach the pinnacle or the heights of their success. Yes, has also in the prostitution, human trafficking, more on the federal informant side, are people getting their boobs done? Yes. Are people getting facelifts? Yes. Are people changing their clothes 3, 4, 5 times a day? Yes. This is something that you do when you're on the run for being a federal informant. You get your boobs done. You get your hair done, you get facelifts, you get your eyes colored, your hair changes, like moving from different locations. Is those are the things, those are the signs of someone. These are all human trafficking things. And now, like, on the flip side of that, like, my grandmother and them, they see to be formal, they see like child services, abortion rights. um that's a very big thing. Mostly black women get abortions. So, are there any black babies? You are in Philadelphia. Is Philadelphia has one of the highest rates of autism, like, in any city. So these are all the things that my grandmama and them to be formal think about. So yeah, this Anne Frank record. It's just a snippet that I'm doing and just putting out. It's gonna be a good snippet, but it's just to test the waters, make sure all the bags coming right. The Spotify bag, Amazon bag, Apple Music bag, the Flow bag, which is an Asian distribution center. Flow and TikTok are like, those are the main ones. So yeah, yeah. So it's been the apples. Always blessings. Always hope, joy, and everything. Love everybody. Love forever. Love for everybody. Love, peace, blessings. Everything. This has been the apples. We go further. And another thing before I close, not to get away from prayers, not to get away from a prayer, but it's okay, since we're going on like whole family thing. It's okay to ask to know somebody who started a business and ask them how their business is doing. That's one of the main things that the men in the Taylor family do. It's okay to ask how somebody's business is going. It's just, how are you asking? Okay, so that's another big thing. Yeah, so love, blessings.